अरे वो
A very good morning and warm welcome. I, Dr. Kshitija Kadam, Organizing Chair, Civil Engineering, and your host today, welcome you all to inaugural function International Conference on Research and Innovation Perspective in Engineering, ICRIPE 2025. I invite esteemed dignitaries, Chief Guest Dr. Pratap Singh Kaka Saheb Desai, Guests of Honor Shri Sandesh Gokanwar, Dr. Sudarshan Kurwadkar, Dr. Yasu Yuki Nishida, Principal Dr. R.P. Borkar, and Convener of Conference Dr. S.N. Khante to please occupy the seats on the dais. I also extend a warm welcome to all the invited guests, faculty members, and participants to this August gathering. Let's begin the event with recitation of Maharashtra Geet for paying tribute to rich heritage and pride of Maharashtra.
अस्मानाच्या सुलतानीला जबाब देती जिभा सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गर्जतो शिवशंभू राजा
दरी दरीतून नाद गुंजला महाराष्ट्र माझा
जय महाराष्ट्र माझा जय महाराष्ट्र माझा काळ्या छातीवरी कोरली अभिमानाची लेणी
ओलादी मनगटे खेळती खेळ जीव घेणी
दारिद्र्याच्या उन्हात शिजला
निखळाच्या घामाने भिजला
देश गौरवासाठी झिजला तुझेही रक्त लागली तो महाराष्ट्र माझा जय महाराष्ट्र माझा घरचा महाराष्ट्र माझा जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा.
Thank you all. I request the dignitaries on the dais to lit the auspicious lamp and receive the blessings of Almighty. We fold our hands before the light that bright I fold my hands before the light that bring prosperity, auspiciousness, good health, abundance of wealth. Please, Rajeshri ma'am.
हे माँ सरस्वती तुम्हारी वंदना करे, तुम्हारी वंदना करे, हाथ जोड़ कर तुम्हारे अर्चना करे, हे माँ सरस्वती तुम्हारी वंदना करे, तुम्हारी वंदना करे, हाथ जोड़ कर तुम्हारी अर्चना करे, अर्चना करे। शुद्धि हो हमारे मन के दोष छाट दे, विद्या दया का ज्ञान हम सभी को। शुद्धि हो हमारे मन के दोष छाट दे, विद्या दया का ज्ञान हम सभी को बांट दे। देव शक्ति जन की सेवा वंदना करे, हे माँ सरस्वती तुम्हारी वंदना करे, हाथ जोड़ कर तुम्हारी अर्चना करे, अर्चना करे।
I invite Principal Dr. R.P. Borkar to welcome Dr. Pratap Singh Kaka Sahib Desai, President, Indian Society of Technical Education, ISTE, New Delhi. I request Dr. D.J. Chaudhary, Organizing Chair, Computer Science, to welcome Shri Sandesh Okanwar, Joint Director, Scientist at Bureau of Indian Standards, Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. I request Dr. S.B. Ingole, Program Chair, to welcome Dr. Sudarshan Kurwadkar, Civil and Environmental Engineering Professor at California State University, USA. Likewise, I invite Dr. R.S. Surjuse, Sponsorship Chair, to welcome Dr. Yasuyuki Nishida, Technical Consultant at Headspring Incorporate, Japan. In this August gathering, we have stalwart dignitaries within India and across the globe. I request Dr. S.W. Rajurkar, Organizing Chair Mechanical, to welcome Dr. Ranjit Sawant, Chairman ISTE Maharashtra Goa Section. I request Dr. Latesh Malik, Technical Chair, to welcome Ms. Misuki Sato, Director of Maruhachi Tent Corporation Limited, Japan. I request Professor A. Gawai, Poster Competition Chair, to welcome Yamada-san, CEO, Hilltop Marketing and Hilltop Travel Agency, Japan. I request Dr. C.P. Kadambe, Finance Chair, to welcome Mr. Tako Mitsuhara, intern at Maruhachi Tent Corporation Limited, Japan. I request Dr. P.B. Daigavane to welcome Mr. Shashank Wadekar, Vice President, Hilltop Marketing and Hilltop Travel Agency, Japan. I request T.S. Chaudhary, Organizing Chair, to welcome Engineer Diksha Shirsat, Associate, Head Spring Incorporate, Japan. Thank you, sir. Now, I request Dr. Pratap Singh Desai to please formally announce the inauguration of International Conference on Research and Innovative Perspectives in Engineering, ICRIPE-2025.
Formally announce the opening of International Conference on Research in Engineering, ICRIPE 2025.
Thank you, sir. The mammoth task of organizing international conference is now bearing the fruits. I call the convener of conference, Dr. S.N. Khante, to please present the preamble.
Thank you, madam. Respected Diet, President of the function, our beloved Principal Dr. R.P. Borkar, Chief Guest Dr. Pratap Singh Desai, President, IST New Delhi, Guest of Honor, Sri Sandesh Gokanwar, Keynote Speakers Dr. Sudarshan Kurwadkar, Guest of Honor and Keynote Speaker, Guest of Honor and Keynote Speaker Dr. Yasuyuki Nishida, Dr. Sawant, then the other dignitaries from Japan, deans, heads, students, and most importantly, participants. It is obvious that this conference is for technology building, participation in nation building. We have chosen this topic so as to have most cutting edge technology to be disseminated into society. I feel proud and satisfied to be convener of this conference. I'm being given this responsibility and I'm very satisfied. This is our second conference, ICRIPE, International Conference on Research, Innovative and Perspectives in Engineering. This conference we are holding with in collaboration with BIS and in association with IST and AICT. There are 6 tracks, namely civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer, and a separate track for BIS. That is Bureau of Indian Standard, that is IS codes, Indian Standard Codes. We have received a total of 236 papers. After review and plagiarism, we could sort out nearly 174 papers. The accepted papers are 174, and they are from out of state as well as from within the state. And we have received papers from right from Delhi to Tamil Nadu. So we are fortunate enough to receive those papers. Our registered papers are 126, and the number increased today due to spot registration. Registered participants are 174, that number also increased. We are going to publish this paper in IST journal, which is UGC chair journal also. So 104 papers are selected for to be published in journal also. We have got such 13 sessions for today's presentation. And today we have 2 keynote activities. One keynote is by Dr. Sudarshan Purwadkar sir, who is professor in civil and environmental engineering at California State University, Fullerton, USA. And another keynote speech is by Dr. Yasuyuki Nishida, who is technical consultant of Headsprings Incorporated, Japan. We have also arranged YouTube live telecast. Most probably, I am expecting that it is working, and due to some technical difficulty, it was not. We coupled one event along with this conference, that is poster presentation. With this, I would like to take this opportunity to thank whosoever helped. There will be separate vote of thanks, but I would also like to thank everybody. Thank to Institute and Dr. Borkar, my principal, for entrusting me this responsibility and a key role. Thank you to my colleagues for untiring support. We are this conference is that effect of those untiring efforts for last 6 months or so. Teaching faculty, visiting faculty, staff, non-teaching staff, students, volunteers, everybody contributed a lot in this conference. Thanks to all participants, keynote speakers, guests, reviewers. Reviewers, most important, they are being forgotten every time because their role was very brief in the beginning. So thanks to sponsors, BIS, AICT, IST, and all other sponsors. I would like to read a list of sponsors just to acknowledge their contribution to this conference. But okay. So with this, I think my role is over. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your role will not be over. Next responsibility will be there. The conference cannot be planned and executed without hand-holding from the sponsors. Shri Jitendra Nayak, Director of Minar Hydro, is one of the strong support for this conference. I request Dr. D.S. Chaudhary, Publishing Chair, to please welcome Shri Jitendra Nayak, sir. One of the sponsors again is in the audience. I request Professor Titar Mare sir to welcome Shashank Singh sir. Pramod Singh sir. Thank you. We are grateful to Bureau of Indian Standards in their continuous hand-holding and collaboration for organizing this conference. Today with us, we have Shri Sandesh Gokanwar, Guest of Honor, Scientist D and Joint Director at Bureau of Indian Standards, Nagpur, Maharashtra. I request Dr. Rajeshri Raut, Organizing Chair, Electronics and Telecommunication, to please introduce him.
Honorable members on and off the dais. I take pleasure in introducing our guest of honor, Sri Sandesh Gokanwar sir, to the August gathering. He is Scientist D, Joint Director at Bureau of Indian Standards, currently posted at Nagpur. His qualifications include B.Tech in Metallurgy and Material Science Engineering from College of Engineering, Pune. He is a postgraduate diploma in Process Engineering from Department of Material Science and Metallurgical Engineering of Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. His work experience includes 1 year as graduate engineer training at Bajaj Auto Limited, Aurangabad after graduation. Currently, he is working with BIS since last 8 years in certification department of BIS with posting at Pune, Rajkot, and now at Nagpur. Certification wing activity of BIS looks after the grant of BIS license to the manufacturers of various products to apply BIS standard mark, the ISI mark, on their product. Sir, it's indeed an honor to have you with us today. May I request you to please bestow upon us your insightful guidance on this occasion. So please.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I am Sandesh, currently posted as Scientist D, Joint Director at Nagpur Branch Office of the Bureau of Indian Standards. It's my privilege to be here as a guest of honor to introduce you about myself and my organization in brief. I would like to. I think all of you, most of you know what a standard is, right? I will explain you with some example. Like packet drinking water, we have one standard for a packet drinking water. It is IS 14543, and it specifies all the properties like what a packet, how a packet drinking water should be. Like there are different standards, and Bureau of Indian Standards is the national standards body of India, who is currently working in the standardization, certification, and or consumer related activities, or ensuring the product quality in India of all the different products, of all variety of products. Okay. Earlier, the Bureau of Indian Standard was only working in its own scope of working. However, after the COVID and after that period, our Director General, Shri Pramod Kumar Tiwari ji, he thought of having our interest in different activities of the schools and colleges. And under that activity, we have started formulating the standard clubs in schools and in engineering colleges. And apart from that, we have signed a lot of memorandum of understandings with different engineering colleges. Government College of Engineering, Nagpur is one of the college with which we have signed one memorandum of understanding, and this college has 5 or 6 standard clubs currently in their college. Okay. So under that, we carry out a lot of different activities of the standard clubs, and most of these activities are related to technical engineering aspects. Okay. it is. I have also gone through such. When I was in engineering, I am part of the organizing committee or different as a participant in the such international conferences in College of Engineering, Pune and IIT Bombay. However, at that time, I was not that much involved in the activities, and I think that the current generation all the students who are the participants and the part of the organizing committee, they will gain more knowledge from this conference. They will get benefited from the different intellectual personalities who are here, and I hope that this will be a very good conference for all the students and all the dignitaries who will be presenting the different technical presentations throughout this program. I wish all the best and congratulations to the college and all on the organizing committee for this activity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The bar of this international conference has raised high when Dr. Sudarshan Kurwadkar, Civil and Environmental Engineering Professor at California State University, USA, accepted our invitation as guest of honor and keynote speaker for the conference. I request Dr. Rajeshri Raut to please read his kinetic resume in front of this august gathering.
Honorable members on and off the desk, it's indeed my proud privilege to introduce a researcher, a fitness enthusiast, a loved professor, Dr. Sudarshan Kurwadkar. Dr. Sudarshan Kurwadkar is a civil and environmental engineering professor at California State University, Fullerton. He received his MS Civil Engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology, New Delhi, John and Suzanne Mathis Graduate Fellowship in Environmental Engineering enabled him to earn a doctoral degree from the Missouri University of Science and Technology. Dr. Kurwadkar is a licensed professional engineer, a board certified environmental engineer, and an elected fellow of the American Society of Civil Engineers, a title held by only 3% of the most accomplished civil engineers in the United States. Throughout his academic career, Dr. Kurwadkar has been recognized for his exceptional work, receiving numerous awards, scholarships, and fellowships. Notable examples include the Teaching Excellence Award, the 2018 Excellence in Scholarly and Creative Activities Award, and the 2020 L. Donald Shield Award for Excellence in Scholarly and Creative Activities. His expertise has also been acknowledged through various summer faculty fellowships at esteemed institutions such as the Los Alamos National Laboratory, Pacific Northwest National Laboratory, and the Air Force Institute of Technology, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. He received the National Academics of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine Fellowship and worked as a senior NRC research associate at the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Currently, Dr. Kurwadkar sir serves as a summer faculty fellow at the U.S. Air Force Academy. Beyond his teaching responsibilities, he actively engages in collaborative research. His research primarily focuses on the fate and the transport of organic and inorganic pollutants in the environment, with specific emphasis on emerging contaminants of concern. Dr. Kurwadkar is widely known as Dr. K and is highly regarded by students for his ability to blend humor and academic rigor seamlessly, creating an enjoyable learning experience. He is deeply dedicated to student success, providing personalized attention to student design teams and establishing exceptional student rapport. His commitment to student success has been widely acknowledged through numerous accolades such as the Faculty Advisor of Distinction 2020 and the 2019 AFC Advisor in California. In addition to his academic pursuits, he enjoys various outdoor activities, including swimming, kayaking, biking, fishing, and long-distance traveling. Notably, he has completed a cross-country drive from
Los Angeles, California to Catherine, Maine, covering 10,000 kilometers and visiting major tourist attractions. Blessed indeed we are today
To have a gem of a person with us, may I humbly request the honor of hearing your wise words on this significant occasion. Please, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for this opportunity to speak here. I'm indeed honored and humbled with this lengthy introduction of mine. I'm a native of Chandrapur, Gondpipri, and so I did my bachelor's degree from Government Engineering College. So some of the guests that are present in this conference, I have known them in person. So, well, I believe that this conference is very timely, specifically focusing on the innovative approaches to addressing the current problems across the globe. I remember as a graduate student, when I went to the United States back in 2001 probably, I used to enjoy these conferences because it's something new, something exciting to meet what's going on in my field. I was not very much interested in meeting with the accomplished professors, but I was interested in meeting with other students, networking with them, seeing what they are doing. And occasionally I happen to attend some of the really enlightening presentations. In this conference, I have decided to speak about what is happening around the globe in terms of water scarcity, climate change, and how we can cope with it. I'm coming from California, and as many of you are familiar, that Los Angeles is currently witnessing one of the major wildfire events in the history. I live around 30 to 35 kilometers from those fires. Okay, I try to visit the Palisade fires and Eton fire. So these events, these catastrophic events, bring a new perspective. What we are the most developed country in the world. Okay, yet the fire is burning on for so long and so forth. Means close to 500,000 acres of land has been burned, and more than 12,000 structures have been burned down. So witness the tragedy most developed nation on this planet is experiencing. Think about the similar tragedy happening in the developing countries where they do not have the resources or immediate rescue mission that they can put in place to combat the natural catastrophe. So today's presentation, I'm kind of emphasizing on how we can prepare or how we can adapt to these changing climatic conditions, changing environment, how we can address the most basic common need, the water, the availability of water. We do not have the substitute for water. It is an integral part of our existence, and so we have to be very prudent. And with that said, I think this is a great conference for all of us who are here to share their innovative approaches, innovative technologies, upcoming. I mean, back in those days, I would really never think about integrating internet into water industry or something, but right now it is everywhere. Machine learning, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, smart grid, 1,000 things are happening. So it's kind of really interesting to look how the world is progressing and how fast, But again, the net result of all these things that we are creating carbon footprint all along. I still remember when I was in Delhi having a small Nokia phone. And now look at where we are. What happened to those phones? That's a West generation. All along, all these days we have been doing it. And yet we blame when the natural catastrophe, the environmental catastrophe struck us. So I think this conference addressing some of the innovative approaches and innovative technologies in not only in civil engineering, but in all disciplines that can help us to live a better life. With that said, I think I will let others to speak, and hopefully you will attend the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As audience, we will be grateful to you for your words of wisdom, and that too in very humble way. And we are eager to listen you in your keynote address in next session. The conference becomes global when synergy of intellect across the globe is showcased. Today, we are privileged to have guest of honor and keynote speaker, Dr. Yasuyuki Nishida, technical consultant of Headspring Incorporated, Japan. I request Dr. Raut to please introduce Dr. Nishida.
Honorable members, honor of the desk. Today we have with us a person who has made this conference a truly international one by his gracious presence. And I was blessed to get connected to him through email interaction. He is Dr. Yasuyuki Nishida, with and loves to be called as Yasu sir. Yasu sir was born in Japan on 19 October 1956. He studied electrical engineering at the undergraduate level at Nihon University and power electronics at the graduate master level at Tokyo Denki University. He received his Doctor of Engineering from Yamaguchi University in March 1998. In April 1998, he joined Nihon University in Japan as a lecturer and then became an associate professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering at the university. Since April 2009, he joined the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering in Shiba Institute of Technology as full professor and retired from the university on March 2022. Since then, Dr. Nishida has been a technical advisor to several industrial companies, a visiting professor at Tokyo Metropolitan University, a visiting lecturer at Tokyo Denki University. In 2006, he was a visiting professor at the PES laboratory, Professor Jonan Kollar, ETH Zurich, Switzerland. The focus of this research is on single-phase and three-phase rectifiers, including passive and hybrid PFCs, current source PWM PFCs, and Tokusoda rectifiers. He is also interested in power electronics education, training tools and systems, and has developed a novel power electronics education training system using the SiC MOSFET, silicon on chip MOSFET, for students and younger engineers in collaboration with Headsprings Incorporations. In the IEEJ, Institute of Electrical Engineers of Japan, he has been a fellow member and has held dominant roles, including chairing several research committees related to power converters and power electronics education and chairing the Global Activities Committee. He is also a member of IEEE and has served as a PELS Japan Chapter Chair and ECCE USA TPC Co-Chair. He is a member of JIP Japan Institute of Power Electronics and KIP Korean Institute of Power Electronics too. He has played a dominant role in several international conferences, including PCIM, Advisory Board Member, IPEC, Niigata, TPC Vice Chairman, and PCC Nagoya, TPC Vice Chairman, ECC USA, TPC Co-Chair, and many more accolades are on his name. Respected sir, your presence and words of wisdom would be great blessing to us on this special occasion. Please, sir.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nishida from Japan. So, later on, I will give you some keynote speech, but content is very much to shift to the electrical engineering, especially we call it power electronics. Then I know here the audience is not only the power electronics guy, but also other technical engineering. So in the my speech, I will a little bit shift to the content to the general speech for what's going on the Japanese university education. So please join my keynote speech later. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for the steering people, steering professor, sitting here, sitting over here, to invite me to this keynote speech speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We all know Japan is for high quality education, research in science, technology, innovation, and discipline. We just now witnessed this in your speech, sir. The contribution of research in form of book of abstracts goes to public domain for further impetus. I request all the dignitaries to please join for unveiling of book of abstracts. Thank you all. The deep-rooted culture of the Indian Society of Technical Education since 1860 has always reflected in its vision and action. The decorated feather is added in the cap of Government College of Engineering, Nagpur, and to this conference to have Dr. Pratap Singh Desai as chief guest of this inaugural function. I request Dr. Rao to please introduce Dr. Pratap Singh Desai.
Honorable members on and after this, blessed I am to have this opportunity to introduce our beloved President of IST, Dr. Pratap Singh Desai, as chief guest of today's function. Dr. Pratap Singh Kakasaheb Desai completed his PhD from Shivaji University, Kolhapur. He has completed master's degree in mechanical engineering and master of business administration. He is the son of Krantiveer Kakasaheb Desai, the most sought freedom fighter. The Desai family rendered 5 freedom fighters to the nation, and he was raised with strong values and principles. He has a prominent background of social reforms, patriotism, and education. Dr. Pratap Singh Desai is working on design and development of tumor bone prosthesis as his research. He delivered keynote address in India and abroad in conferences on the same. Especially his deliberation on opulent Indian education and its history is highly revered. He has numerous national and international research papers to his credit. Dr. Pratap Singh Desai has actively participated as member of All India Federation for Polytechnic Teachers Association. During his tenure in various organizations, he was instrumental in advocating the issue of granting pay band 4 to all engineering and polytechnic colleges. Currently, he is working on salaries to be paid by state government to self-financed engineering institutes. He is a member of various committees and task teams constituted by Government of Maharashtra. Dr. Pratap Singh Desai attended and participated as member of Indian delegation on various international meets such as World Engineering Education Forum, the WEEF, International Federation of Engineering Societies, IFEES, Global Engineering Deans Council, the GEDC, in countries like US, Canada, England, France, Germany, Argentina, Brazil, China, Japan, Australia, and Korea. Dr. Pratap Singh Kakasaheb Desai is youngest ever president of the prestigious organization IST New Delhi. Past Vice President of IST New Delhi, IST Executive Council member for 2 terms. He is a member representing India in Global Deans Council, Chairman Indian Engineering Deans Council, member of Government Council Engineering Staff College of India. He is a council member of All India Council for Technical Education, member of the Advisory Committee for the Overall Curriculum Development Cell, IIT New Delhi, convener, Maharashtra State Technical Teachers Association, President, Mauni Vidyapit Staff Association, invited by Africa Asia Scholars Global Network, Afghan, England, signatory to United Nations Global Compact and member of European Alliance for Innovation, to deliver keynote address at joint program of Kent University, University of Greenwich, University of Creative Arts, and Christ Church, hosted by Asgaon in December 2016. He was also invited to deliver special address at University of AMBO, Ethiopia, visited almost 35 prominent universities in the world and studied the technical education scenario in the world, visited more than 30 countries to study the technical education scenario over the globe, strategic partner in the conduct of FIMAAF Fest and International Fest on Film, Music and Art to be conducted at IIT Delhi, initiated IST, AICT faculty development programs and FDPs and received grant of 4.5 crores in this year. Indeed, an ocean of profound experience, knowledge and wisdom. Honorable Desai sir, your presence today as a chief guest has glorified this auspicious occasion. We seek the blessings of your wisdom to enlighten us on this remarkable day. Please, sir.
Thank you, Rajeshri, for a very descriptive introduction of mine. Thank you very much. Principal of this esteemed institution, Professor Dr. R.P. Borkar sir, an eminent professor who has traveled all along from US, Professor Kurvatkar sir, Dr. Yasuyuki Nishita, Professor S. Kunte, the convener of this conference. Again, the person who has traveled all along with me from Delhi, the section chairman of Maharashtra Goa section, Professor Dr. Ajit Sawant. Delegates from Japan, my dear colleagues in the faculty, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make use of this opportunity to thank the organizers for inviting me over here and providing me an opportunity to witness a real international conference. Because many times I go to inaugurate the conferences. They are international conferences, but it becomes a college affair. So here I am able to see the participation from the countries like Japan, US, and many others. So it's a real international conference. So congratulations, the organizers, for taking pains in conducting this. I really agree with the words of Professor Kurvatkar that this is very apt and appropriate conference to have a conference like this, and that too on the issue like research and innovation. My dear friends, few years back, I remember it was in 2015 when Professor Shevgaonkar was the director of IIT New Delhi. And we had a meeting with him. And he said, just in the discussion, casually we were talking, and he said there cannot, engineering and innovation are synonymous terms. There cannot be an engineering without innovation, and there cannot be an innovation without engineering. So engineering without innovation is incomplete. It's no engineering. So that's the importance of innovation. APJ Abdul Kalam sir once has said that curiosity leads to imagination. Imagination leads to thinking. Thinking leads to creativity. Creativity leads to blossom. Blossom leads to research. Research leads to innovation, and there cannot be a nation without innovation. And therefore, my dear friends, importance of research and innovation that we have in Indian education system I am talking about, we are far, far behind in that. Yes, I don't say that we are doing nothing. But since 1928, why 1928? Sir C.V. Raman got the Nobel Prize for his in the physics for Raman's light effect. After that, no earth-shaking research has come from this country. It doesn't mean we have done nothing. Yes, we have done a lot of things in the Green Revolution, White Revolution, the supercomputer. When US denied access to the supercomputers to India, then the responsibility was given to the young engineer, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar, Professor Vijay Bhatkar at that time. And we did it. Many things we have done, but still, when the research is our DNA, innovation is our DNA, and still today, few years back, our innovation index, international innovation index, we were more than 100 at that time, some 10, 15 years back. Yes, today we are at number 43. But there is a lot of scope for the country. Because why I'm saying this, because there is a lot of scope. We were the torchbearers of the innovation in the ancient period. The first cataract surgery, first brain surgery, first plastic surgery was successfully conducted in India in 5th century. So 500 years back, not 5th century, 500 years before General era. So that was the Sushrut Sen Gupta. And we have that all record. You just browse it, Sushrut Samhita 1 and Sushrut Samhita 2. It's a documented thing. He has classified almost 1187 plants, its medicinal uses, medical preparations and dosage. He talked about 37 diseases and systematic diagnostic procedures for that. So that was the level of the research at that time. Come 200 years after that, 400 years before General era, go through the book. It's a Kautilya's Arthashastra. Kautilya is a nickname of Chanakya. So we know Chanakya for the political strategies, but it's not. And Kautilya's Arthashastra is not book on the Arthashastra. Arthashastra is one topic into that. He covers 14 different branches there. The four important topics or areas of our interest are environment first. The Director General of Mining, the first time in the history of the world, this post was incepted in the period of Chandragupta Maurya. He talked about the systematic extraction of 7 different metals, its alloying technique, alloying element, and effect of the on the properties of the element, of those alloying elements. So he talked about the metallurgy at that time. He talked about the management. One weekly columnist who writes for the Times of India, once he is an industrialist from Kerala, Govindacharya. 2 years back, I read his article, and he said in that article that first management guru, the management principles laid down by R.H. Chanakya are they're equally suitable or appropriate for today's complex management scenario. So that was this thing. That was the level of the technology in India. Finally, Aryabhatta, we mistake him as a mathematician. He was never a mathematician. He was an astrophysicist. But in the memory of his late daughter, Prabhavati, she was a mathematician. He studied the mathematics at that time. He wanted to write something in her memory. And in doing so, he gifted a magical figure of 0 to the words mathematics. So that was the beginning of the generation. He postulated the diameter of Earth to be so many kilometers. Kilometer is the today's unit. Maybe at that time it was different. At that time. So that was the science, that was the technology in that period. So that is what I am saying, that research and innovation is on our DNA. Somehow, at some point of time, we have lost it because the Britishers came to this country and they changed our education system because they believed that this country, we cannot conquer this country unless its education system is broken. And then thereafter, we started producing clerks, engineering clerks also. And therefore, today our students, yes, more than research, they're expert in passing the examination. Universities has become the factories of producing the graduates. They're most busy. You all are educationist people studying, working in this field. Universities are focusing only on conducting the examination and declaring the results. Then where is appetite for research? There is no research coming. And therefore, what has happened as a result of that, thousands and lakhs of students every year are going abroad for higher studies. They are doing miracles there. We all know that. We have a tally of Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai, Jay Vijan of Tesla, Parag Agarwal. This tally is big. They are going there and doing exceptionally good because they feel, because the figures given in the parliament in 2019, External Affairs Minister, he said in the parliament, that year, I'm talking about 2019, 7 lakh students went abroad for higher study, and their average spending per year was 3,50,000 crore. Yearly spending I'm talking about, 2019. And do you know what is our total education budget? Our government says that we are spending the best ever in the history. So last budget, the provision for the education was 1,21,000 crore. That 65% of that is spent on the primary education, primary and secondary education. How much comes to the higher education? And our students going abroad, they are spending 3,50,000 crore rupees every year. Because they believe that that's a land of opportunity. US is a land of opportunity. That country is land of opportunity. Yes, I do agree that those countries may be land of opportunity. But my country, our country, your country, is land of ideas. Where we lack in a courage to pursue those ideas. And therefore, my dear friends, the responsibility of a teacher is not to teach now. Things are changing. Students are well informed. You don't have to go to the class and preach them. Information is available at the click of a mouse. Whatever they need, it's available. Our role is encourage them to think. Encourage them to come up with the ideas and empower them to pursue those ideas, to follow those ideas. Finally, I would like to conclude with one example. The focus of our research today, I'm talking about the world's research, is on the top of the economic pyramid of the world, where only 13% people stay. But they have access to the 90% of the world's wealth. So all researchers are focused on that. 87% of the people are staying at the bottom of the economic pyramid, and focus of the research is not on that. One simple example, long back, I don't remember the year. The artificial limb was developed for the first time in the US. And manufacturers claim that the person having that artificial limb can walk, run, jump, and even can play football. And I have seen a person playing football, participating into the Paralympic with artificial limb. That's very successful technology, but the cost of the technology, cost of the limb at that time was $20,000 US at that time, launching one. What percentage of the population, global population, has access to that technology? And then I remember the quotes of Mahatma Gandhi. He has wrote one book on 7 social sins, Samajik Aparadh. What are those? Business without ethics is a social sin. Politics without principle is a social sin. Money without caution is a social sin. Religion without sacrifice is a social sin. Technology without humanity is a social sin.
If you develop a technology for which we deny the access to the poor, for that technology is a social sin. The same technology was developed after 20 years after that into the India under the name of Jaipur Field. I have seen the person climbing a tree, jumping, but not playing football. But the cost of the technology was just 2,000 rupees. This is the inclusive innovation. We have to include the majority of the population, because Nelson Mandela once has said that technology is a strong tool which can bring revolutionary changes into the billions of lives. So technology has that potential, but when it is developed for the poor. There are many examples we are doing. I think it's Professor Nashilkar talks about this. It's his subject, the inclusive innovation and all. Unless we include the masses into that, I don't think we are doing justice. We are doing real engineering for the benefit of the people, for making tomorrow better than today. And finally, as it's a gathering of the teachers, focus on the character of the student. Baba Sahib Ambedkar once has said that the characterless educated person is more dangerous than the peace. More dangerous than this. And we are facing, we know the example. We have an example of Nirav Modi, Lalit Modi, Arshad Mehta, many, Vijay Mallya, those who have cheated and looted this country and left the country, thousands of crores of people. They are all educated, but characterless educated. And हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं दीवार पे? सर्व शिक्षा अभियान के अंदर अडानी बापानी घराला था. What nuisance an uneducated father do to the family or a nation? Yes, maybe. If I am not advocating alcoholism, but he may come in the evening, may create some problem for the family, if more aggressive to his mohalla, not for the country. But these people, educated people, have looted this country for thousands of crores rupees, and still, okay, they are there, but for it. So students, focus on the character of the students. Arya Chanakya once has said that the character cannot be an individual character. One cannot say that it's my individual thing, because individual character makes a national character. And national character, if you build a national character, the country will grow fast. The age of the students studying in the college, they are into the formative age now. Just like holding a sand, मुट्ठी में रेत पकड़ लेगा sand. it कब फिसल गया, कब निकल गया नहीं समझेगा. One शायर has written a beautiful diary on this. बर्फ का शरीफ टुकड़ा जाम में क्या गिरा, बदनाम हो गया. बर्फ का वो शरीफ टुकड़ा जाम में क्या गिरा, बदनाम हो गया. देता जब तक सफाई अपनी, खुद शराब बन गया. Oh my dear friends, this is the situation. We are not letting him or her to allow to drop into that glass. That's our responsibility. That's the responsibility of the teacher. I assure the complete cooperation, full support of IST in all such endeavors. Jai Hind. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir, for bestowing your blessings on this institute and your wishes for this conference. Sir, your speech has presented entire spectrum of science research since ancient Bharat till today. Not only science, your speech has the right blend of science, management, humanity, and beyond, extending us towards the goals of opportunity. Your speech has rightly oriented us for human value, included with science. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Government College of Engineering, Nagpur will always be obliged to the respected dignitaries on the dais. I request respected Principal Dr. R.P. Borkar, Memento, to Chief Guest Dr. Pratap Singh Desai. I again request Dr. R.P. Borkar, to offer memento to guest of honor, Dr. Sudarshan Kurwadkar. Please offer memento to guest of honor, Shri Sandesh Gokanwar. I again request Honorable Principal to offer memento to guest of honor, Dr. Yasuyuki Nishida. Thank you. I request everybody on the dais to occupy the seat. It's not about ideas, it's about making ideas happen. This conference is brainchild of our vision leader, Dr. R.P. Borkar. Now I invite Dr. R.P. Borkar for presidential address.
Good noon. So therefore, rather than calling good morning, good afternoon to one and all, and namaskar. Yeah. Today is the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and late Bala Thackeray's birth anniversary. So on this auspicious day, we as a Government College of Engineering is organizing the two-day international conference on research and innovative perspective in engineering called as ICRIPE-2025. So a warm welcome to all, one and all, at Government Engineering College, Nagpur. On this occasion, on the dais, our chief guest, Dr. Pratap Singh Kakasaheb Desai, President, Indian Society for Technical Education, ISTE, New Delhi. The guest of honor, Sri D.A. Nandanwar, Chief Engineer, PW Nagpur, who has kindly consented, but because of his busy schedule, he could not attend this inaugural function. Another guest of honor and our keynote speaker, Dr. Sudarshan Kurwadkar, Civil and Environment Engineering Professor at California State University, Fullerton, USA. Another guest of honor and keynote speaker, Dr. Yasuyuki Nishida, Technical Consultant of Headspring Incorporation, Japan, and guest of honor, Sri Sandesh Gokanwar, Scientist D and Joint Director at Bureau of Indian Standard BIS, Nagpur. And on the dais, ICRIPE 2025 convener and our friend Dr. Suraj Khante, co-convener Dr. Piran Tajde Madam, Miss Mujiku Sato from Japan, Imada from Japan, other delegates from the Japan, our friend Dr. Ranjit Sawant, our CDC member Naik Saab, all technical chairpersons, all participants and paper presenters, media persons, sponsors, invitees, all heads of the department, deans, faculty, students, and those who are now joining online for this program. So I once again welcome to each and everyone. I am very delighted to see this gathering of such a renowned personality. Our convener, Dr. Khante, has given brief idea about the conference. In all, more than 170 papers will be presented in the parallel session in these 2 days. As we gather here today, I am delighted to note that ICRIPE 2025 has attracted an overwhelming response from the global academic community. The conference features a diverse range of the papers from multidisciplinary areas, showcasing the latest research and innovation from around the world. I am particularly proud to announce that on the cutting edge topics. The conference programs include a parallel session of 5 tracks: civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, and computer science, providing a platform for scholars to engage in a meaningful discussions and knowledge sharing. At Government College of Engineering, Nagpur, we are committed to fostering the culture of research excellence, innovations, and collaboration.
This vision, and I am confident that this conference will provide a stimulating environment for scholars to exchange ideas, explore new perspectives, and hold the meaningful connections. With the brief about my college, this college is established in 2017. It's only a 8 years standing. 5 BTech batches are passed out. Within this 8 year span, college having the accreditation that is NAC B++ grade with a CGPA of 2.93 until March 2029. Overall development of the students, we have a student chapter at the Institute of Engineers, the IST, IIC, by ICT, clubs, by the below Indian standards, Government of India, and Indian Water Works Association. Along with this professional body, we have a student association for each department. The NSL, NCC activities, national level technical festivals, known as ADAI, cultural sports, are regularly held. This year, especially in 2024 pass out, BTech batch, 24 BTech students have seen the meeting at this Rashtra Center Corporation or Nagpur City, Nagpur. It's a very good placement, sir, and the placement is very good in all the cities. Few students are NPTEL stars, and in the last year, 2024 pass out, the first batch, the most students this degree with a minor and women from the ITMU University. They qualified in the game theory, profit, and geometry. We have a registered alumni association in place, and they regularly conduct the activities for the students. We have the MOU with all leading educational institutes, including IIT Bombay, and new selected industries. We received 5.5 crores grant from Maharashtra to establish the Center of Excellence in the Electrical Engineering from Government of Maharashtra. With this networking, we are planning to strengthen the incubation center and establishing the research center in each department. And to obtain the autonomy from UGC, New Delhi, which is on our agenda, as soon as we complete the 10 years of the training. This is a mandatory requirement that we should complete the 10 years the establishment. So we are at the 8th year of the establishment. So as soon as we complete this year, we are in a position to apply for the autonomy to the UGC. With this brief about my college, I extend my sincere gratitude to our keynote speakers, technical committee members, reviewers, sponsors for their invaluable contribution to the conference. Let me mention here prominent organizations that have provided us financial support. I am thankful BI's entire team, Government of India, who has provided financial assistance 2.5 lakhs from their headquarters and 2.5 lakhs for the student BIS clubs.
Also thankful to the IST, especially our chief guest, Dr. Pratap Singh Desai, sir, who have provided financial assistance of 1 lakh. Thanks to AICT New Delhi for the commitment to provide the financial assistance to this conference. Also, the thanks to all sponsors, especially Noasis Nagpur, who is our platinum sponsor. Thanks to the international and national committee members who have supported us enthusiastically. Special thanks to Dr. Kurwarkar. One more keynote speaker, Dr. Lakhankar, Tarendra Lakhankar, who is going to deliver keynote speaker tomorrow, and he will join online from the USA. Both speaker from USA, Dr. Atsusuki Nishida from Japan, and Dr. Sandesh from AIS, and Ms. Sato and Imoda, and other delegates from the Japan. Once again, I welcome you all to this ICRIPE 2025. Let us come together to explore the new frontiers of the knowledge, inspire innovation, and shape the future of research. With these few words, I conclude my speech. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir. The novel function has equal flagging, and it must Dr. K. M. Darwin, who won a conference to propose vote of thanks. Good morning, all. Thank you. Such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be prayed by heart. Today, I feel honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose some thanks on this occasion. I would like to thank all the honorable delegates who praised us with their praise. I am very much thankful Chief Patrons, Sri Vikas Chandra Rastogi, Honorable Principal Secretary, Higher and Technical Education, Government of Maharashtra, Dr. Vinod Mudikar, Honorable Director, Directorate of Technical Education, Maharashtra State, Patrons, Dr. P.R. Bokari, Honorable Vice Chancellor, RTM Nagpur, Dr. S.S. Bhambre, Honorable Joint Director, DT Mumbai, Dr. Manoj Daikawani, Honorable Joint Director, BTE Regional Office, Nagpur, all international and national advisory committee and invited speakers. Words are not enough to thank their constant guidance and support to shape this conference. I, on behalf of organizing committee, convey deep regard and hearty thanks for honorable guest, Dr. Pratap Singh Desai, sir, who is President of IST New Delhi, who blessed us with his kind words. His speech was more focused on innovation. Sir, I remember the statement of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, innovation has related. That is very true. It was reflected in your speech also. I'm thankful to guest of honor, Sri Nandanwar, Chief Engineer, PWT Nagpur. He has kindly consented to be guest of honor for this conference. My sincere thanks to the guest of honor and keynote speaker, Dr. Sudarshan Gurwadkar, sir, who always support us and motivated us. Thank you. I am grateful to guest of honor and keynote speaker, Dr. Yasuki Ishida, technical consultant of Spring Incorporation, Japan, who graced us with his kind words. I am thankful to guest of honor, Sri Sandesh Gokanwar, Joint Director, BIS Nagpur branch, who graced the occasion with his valuable presence. My sincere thanks to all the delegates from Japan,
Mr. Noburu Yamada, Ms. Mizuki Sato, Mr. Toba Mitsuhara, Mr. Shashank Wadekar, and Ms. Diksha Sirsak. She is not present here. The chairman of IST Maharashtra Goa section, Dr. Ranjit Sawant sir, for their gracious presence. I am thankful to Honorable Principal Dr. R.P. Borkar sir for his constant help and guidance that radiated a source of energy within us. I am also thankful to convener Dr. S.N. Kante, whose entire efforts and coordination to make this conference possible. At this juncture, I would like to thank our associate partners, Bureau of Indian Standards, IST, AICT, and our esteemed sponsors. It would have been impossible to organize this conference without their support. I am thankful to Novasis Greenergy Private Limited, Spectrum Services Private Limited, TriConnect Infra Private Limited, MS Vishal Bhute Contractor, Minar Hydro Systems Private Limited Nagpur, 4i Softwares Nagpur, Anagha Corporation Nagpur, Nimit Group Nagpur, ND Garments Nagpur, Patankar Consultants Private Limited, Times Nagpur, Microsoft ERP Solutions, Sri Balaji Construction Company, State Bank of India, and IDBI Somalwada Branch, Nagpur, Cleanage Resources Private Limited, MS Manish Bihade, Aradhya Enterprises, Raja Enterprises, and Hatimi Traders, Nagpur. I am thankful to all the media representatives for their gracious presence and giving good coverage in the leading newspapers. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling months in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of motivated and dedicated faculty members, non-teaching staff, and office staff. I am thankful to all the organizing chairs, various committee chairs, and co-chairs. They supported in all possible manner to organize this conference. They are the backbone of the conference. I feel proud and thank you for making this event a successful one. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my dear student volunteers. I cannot thank everyone enough for the involvement they have shown and the willingness they have expressed to take on the completion of the task beyond their comfort zone. At the end, I am thankful to all the participants who have contributed their papers in this conference. If time is money, then today you have spent millions for us. Thanks to all of you for making this event successful. Enjoy the conference and have a wonderful stay at Government College of Engineering, Nagpur. Thank you.
All are requested to stand for their respective places. National anthem. National anthem may please be sung. With this national anthem, we are holding our inaugural function. But the keynote session will immediately start in this hall. I request dignitaries on the dais to please be seated of the dais. I request Dr. Uday Wankhede to please escort Ms. Visuki Satur and Sandesh Gokanwar for inaugural of poster competition in room number 102. I request everyone to please be seated. We are starting keynote address immediately in this hall only.